Welcome to Grown Dad Businesses. Aaron Kleiber. We are back in the dad quarters. I am back in America. We are back live together. I am watching Jason prepare for his intro. Jason Clark is here with me. Ding, 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 ding. Don't move. I'm taking a picture of you, and I'm going to post. This is how he's introing. This is how he's... Jason makes me laugh.
That's my Michael Booker, or whatever that guy's name. What was the guy's name?
Booker T. Wilson?
No, the guy that go, let's get ready to rumble. And the microphone, like, I always loved how...
You said it wrong, and now I don't remember it.
Yeah, it was Michael something.
Michael Bublé.
No, it was like Booker or something like that. Rooker. The guy made millions upon millions of dollars.
I know who you're talking about.
He's a celebrity.
You said
his
his name
from
wrong.
Saying, let's get ready to rumble. And we can't say it all because he'll sue our ass.
Yeah, it's trademarked.
Yeah, I can't say that last word.
That's stupid. Well, this episode of Grown Dad Business, last week we did our dad phone cast. It was our first time we ever recorded a podcast through iPhones and Google Voice.
Yeah, and if you didn't like the quality, well. That's what
it's over. You can go listen to it again.
It happened.
It's like sitting on a three-way call with me and Jason. That's the idea.
Did you want to hang out with us? You want to be on the phone with us? You want to do it?
Get on. That's what we were doing. But then we started laughing about how when we were kids, we had like some celebrity crushes. And
so stupid.
I know. And then we started talking about like who we liked when we were younger.
Yeah.
Like these, like how like, kids today, they love like YouTubers.
Yeah.
And like, people have fashion lines and fragrance lines for, a sex tape.
People are famous for being
nothing.
Famous.
But we were kind of laughing at who we loved when we were younger, and we're going to dig into that. We're going to talk about, it's another throwback retro episode. So if you were born after 1995, you might not like this. So get out of my face. You're not going to like us.
No.
Yeah.
Grown Dad Business with Aaron Kleiber. That's my dad. Hello, underpants. That is hilarious. You should mouth to rate and review this podcast, or my daddy will go into a deep depression. Going down business with Aaron Kleiber.
Michael Buffer.
That was the guy.
Boom.
All you sons of bitches out there going, you idiots. It's
You
Michael.
stupid
How do you
assholes.
not know Michael Buffer?
Well, I forget people's names as soon as you say the wrong name. Because you'll go, who's
right.
that actor? And I'll go, oh, it's and you'll be like, boom, 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 and you'll say the wrong one, and it's gone.
Yeah.
The real one is gone.
Yeah. What was I saying? Michael Booker.
Yeah, Michael
Rooker.
Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker.
He's good.
He's dope.
He's great.
He's such a good actor.
great.
God.
He was my idol when I was a kid. No, it's not at all.
Really?
No.
What's your earliest remembrance of that guy? Like, the first time I remember seeing him was Days of Thunder.
Michael Rooker?
Is that who I'm thinking of? Michael Rooker from Walking Dead?
He did this creepy serial killer movie that I saw early on.
Was he the serial killer?
Oh, it was bad. It's actually one of the most if you want to get into movies, you can listen to my other podcast. We just had episode 200 of You Can't Handle the Truth with Sean Collier.
What?
Yeah. We did our 200th episode, and we decided we had guests
Camila and Robin Hitchcock.
Robin Hitchcock and Camila Adams. We talked about the best year in film. So we all came up with the best year in film. Go check that out. You can, it's iTunes, handlethetruthpodcast.com.
Yeah.
But if you want to hear me talk about movies, because Jason gets enough of listening to that podcast, which is why I don't bring up movies on this one.
Right.
But Michael Rooker, this is all because I know why he did this obscure movie.
Yeah.
He was in a movie called Henry. And it's about a serial killer. It's based on a true story, and it's actually pretty disturbing. It's like a little too real.
Yeah. So that's your first time, or was that when you first seen him?
That's the earliest I remember seeing him. It was. It's a really creepy.
I'll have to
movie.
check it out because I do like him. I like him a lot.
But that was not my first. That wasn't that wasn't like me as a kid, loving him.
No.
Yeah.
That wasn't what I was leading into.
Well, it's funny because last week we brought up at the end of the episode, I don't know how it came up of we were talking about dial-up internet.
Oh yeah,
dial-up internet and how I'm like a creepy 15-year-old dialing up and looking at Sports Illustrated swimsuit Kathy Ireland photos.
That took 9 minutes to download.
It was like,
picture.
oh, there's her shoulder,
Oh,
and it's
terrible.
like, it's like, it's so stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid. We're stupid idiots. But no, man. I remember, like, I just remember. I don't know why when you're a kid, why. There's got to be some reason why you think like certain women are beautiful. Like, do they look like your mom?
Ooh.
Or like,
oh shit, no.
Well, no, I'm talking about.
You're getting into some lay down on a couch and let's turn down the lights and talk about this for a minute.
Oedipus complexes here. All right. But I'm just saying, like, I just remember, like, I just thought Kathy Ireland was so beautiful.
Yeah.
I just remember thinking when I was like 10, 11, 12, 13, like, she's so beautiful. She just.
So was that the first? Okay. So.
No.
What I'm saying is, like, was that the first time you remember as a young man just being like, oh, wow, I feel attracted to this individual?
Not the first one.
Okay.
I'll tell you the first one.
Yeah.
First woman that I just had, like, these, like, tingles where I was just like, she's so pretty.
Yeah.
I was like, I remember being taken aback by her.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I don't know why.
Just you were 7 years old and you were all aflutter.
Dude, yeah.
Little Aaron was all aflutter.
My heart was a flitter.
Flatter.
I was like 7 or 8, and I remember I would come home from school and I would watch WWOR. I don't know if anybody remembers that station.
Yeah.
It became
out of Chicago.
Like TNT.
Is it out of Chicago? WWOR?
I think so.
Or
But that's when I watched the A-Team.
Yeah.
Loved the A-Team.
Yeah.
Loved the A-Team.
I was a big Mr. T fan.
I wanted to be B.A. Baracus' best friend.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I imagine being an 8-year-old walking around B.A. Baracus was like my best friend
I had
and
so
bodyguard.
much Mr. T stuff.
Did you?
I had Mr. T. I had a Mr. T.
Did you have the workout tape?
I had the Mr. T doll.
Did
He was a big tall, and you could interchange out his earrings and his chains. It was nuts.
Jason, I want that for my birthday.
It might be at my mom's house. We'll
That's
have to
hilarious.
Wait. Let's see if she leaves it to me in her will.
The reason why I bring that up because it's in that wheelhouse of that time slot.
Yeah.
I remember my grandma would watch it because, my grandma just stayed home all day and she watched me after school. So she would just watch some shows. T.J. Hooker.
Oh, yeah. This is classic.
Dude.
It's classic.
Heather Locklear.
Oh, yeah. The feathered hair. I mean, Heather was,
She had the Farrah Fawcett hair.
She did.
The golden locks.
Yeah.
And just in that intro, I remember her chasing down a perp.
Yeah.
And whipping her nightstick, remember? Like a
Yeah.
boomerang.
Yeah.
And she tripped a guy. She's like,
Yeah.
whoa, 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 pow.
Yeah.
And then she's like, boom. And she hits you.
So there was the battle of the Heathers then.
Oh.
That was the battle.
Was it?
There was a battle of the Heathers.
Oh,
so
Heather Locklear?
Heather Locklear was on T.J. Hooker.
Yeah.
Then on Fall Guy was Heather Thomas.
That's right.
So there was the two Heathers. So it was almost like the Star Trek versus Star Wars argument.
Okay, that's a big.
In school where you sat there and said, oh, man, I like Star Trek. You're like, screw you, man. I like Star Wars.
Right.
When you talked about the Heathers on TV, there was a Heather Locklear class, and then there was the Heather Thomas class.
Yeah. Heather Thomas, too. Like, she's a little bit earlier than Heather Locklear. Well, she started on like Love Boat.
Yeah.
Because I've seen pictures of her with Tony Danza like hugging and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Heather Thomas.
Who is also in T.J. Hooker that was I loved Zamed. What was his name? He was in Grease 2, one of my favorite movies.
Oh.
Zamed.
You know who else?
who
You know what reminds me of Heather Thomas? I remember she was like the hot chick in that movie Zapped with Scott Baio.
Oh, that was Heather Thomas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. She was in. That was such a bad movie.
It was so
Oh
bad.
my God, I forgot all about that movie.
Yeah, dude. That's what I was
Oh,
just thinking
my
of too. I was like,
goodness.
what do I know her from?
Adrian Zamed. He was in T.J. Hooker.
Oh, that's right.
Adrian Zamed from the great movie Grease 2 that gets robbed with a 4.2 rating on IMDb, which Michelle Pfeiffer won't even say she was in that movie.
I know. Isn't that funny?
It's so funny. It's
You know,
such a
there
good-
are some people that say that Grease 2 is better than the first Grease.
Look at me. Look me in my
No, I will
eyes.
not.
Look me in my eyes,
What?
Aaron.
What? I'm looking at you,
It's almost better than Grease 1.
Jason.
I've seen it so many times. It's
When
such a great
we
movie. It's such a
finally do
great
our
movie.
episode on,
Not to go down a movie hole, but
well, Jason and I
Such a
are
great movie.
because listen, if you guys know us as dads and as men, we're not a typical American bro.
we're not. No.
Nah,
Nah.
we'll come out the gate honest with honesty
Yeah.
and with truth and
Truth.
brotherhood.
When truth
I don't know what
smack
I'm
you in
saying.
the face.
But we're gonna. That's that. I mean, who knows? Maybe next week we should talk about chick flicks. And I asked if that was a okay thing to say.
Did you get greenlit
it's
on
fine.
that?
Totally fine.
You got greenlit on that?
Totally understood.
Is it
Yeah.
more rom-com? Are we talking rom-com?
I don't know,
or-
man. But I think we're going to come out the gate and really show our love for.
Yeah, like we've already said it many
Rom-
times.
oh.
We love
Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing.
I mean, how do you
Like we could
I got
sit.
the double
Like
disc,
we
bro.
need to do it. Me and you just need to do
Yeah.
it one night.
We need to
Let's
lay it
just
out
sit
there.
down. Let's just sit down and watch Dirty Dancing together and just see how that
Yeah.
happens. See what happens.
Well, we're gonna,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe maybe we watch Dirty Dancing and we'll just do a podcast while we're watching Dirty Dancing.
Jeez, that's crazy.
That's what we're gonna do.
It might be, or immediately after, and then we just talk about
We'll just do riff tracks.
just the way we felt about it.
We'll be like, and hit play now. I'll tell you what, though, I love Jennifer Grey.
Oh yeah,
She's such a cute. Oh,
yeah.
she was on. I remember when I was in high school and there was Dirty Dancing, and then when she was in Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah,
I was just like,
she was so good at Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
I wanted to be like pals with her.
Yeah.
I was like, she's such a sweetheart.
Well, that's another thing too. Like looking at celebrity and talking about celebrity and as a kid, and I just remember there were like certain people, and even as I've grown up as an adult, just like people you'd want to hang out with.
Yeah.
Like I've always sat there and said, you know what? Geez, there's like I would just like to sit down and have a beer with Tina Fey. Let's just have a beer.
Of course.
Let's have
As
a
an
beer.
adult now,
as a grown
sure.
up, just sit and talk. But
Absolutely.
but obsession with celebrity is kind of interesting.
I want to go out to eat with Justin Timberlake and Jimmy Fallon.
Justin, yeah,
My dream,
I would date Justin.
and
Timberlake.
I'm gonna
that's
make
a
it
fact.
happen.
You know
I'm gonna
that.
make it happen just for me and Jason.
You know that.
That if I ever get to the Tonight Show, I'll say I'll never go on the Tonight Show unless Justin Timberlake's on, so that Jason can come and we can all have dinner.
Justin Timberlake,
Yeah.
when he was here on his last tour in Pittsburgh, ended up at Nakama for sushi.
Lame.
And Nakama tweeted that he was there.
Oh.
And I got pissed.
Yeah.
Because I was like, as a business, what are you doing? But
Yeah,
anyways.
not cool.
But I looked at Melissa and was like,
Let's go.
you want some sushi? Like, but we laughed and we're like, but she said to me, she goes, what would you do if you were sitting in Nakama and all of a sudden Justin Timberlake, because he did, he walked in, just general population, just whatever, just came in with ball cap on, sat down and had sushi. She's like, what would you do if you're sitting there and Justin Timberlake come in? And
All right, this is a serious question.
this is real.
What would you say?
I don't know if I would, I would, like,
Okay.
I would go, no,
right.
I wouldn't, I would
Sure.
just be like, I don't know. I can't even put into words.
I know what I would say to him.
I love the man.
Okay. I'll go up
You
to
brought
him.
sexy back.
I'll go up to him.
That was weak.
I'll first dap him up.
Boom.
Okay. I'll dap him up.
Mm.
Good dap.
Boom.
Bro dap.
What up?
Like going in.
How you doing?
And I'd be like, bro,
Bro,
I just want to be best friends.
I just want to be your friend.
That's what I would say to him.
Yeah. Can we be
I said,
friends?
I want to be best friends with you.
I want to be friends. That's
Maybe
how that
I
happened.
might say it would behoove you to be best friends with me. We would have a good time. That's all I would say.
I know, right?
Like, it's almost like I'm hitting on, which I don't hit on women, but it was almost like it's like a bro friend pickup line.
Yeah.
That's what my bro friend.
You used
pickup
that on
line-
me.
Yeah, dude.
One of the first times we met, you're like, hey, you want to be friends? And
Yeah.
I just looked at you. I was like,
You want to do karate in my garage?
that's what I exactly felt like. I
Yeah.
felt like it's like, yeah. But yeah, no, I think that there's a level of celebrity where I think that is kind of overwhelming, but at the same time, you just sort of
Sure.
step back and be like, dude,
Well, and
I'm a grown ass man. I mean, most of these folks would be younger than you. It's just
Right.
like whatever. But there are certain people like that would be the one where if I sat out there and said, okay, make me your top 5 list of
Right.
celebrity that you would love to switch lives with for a day,
Ooh,
or
switch
just be
lives?
that, be
Oh,
that,
I don't
be
know
that,
about
be
that.
that person for a day.
that's
Yeah.
I don't want to answer that question.
Be a person for a
married to
day.
Jessica Biel, but whatever, cool.
No.
That's
Just
not
from
what I'm talking about.
No, not that type of stuff.
No,
but just from a talent standpoint, just the things that they get to see and do. But
No,
I would never want to be in that.
I'm more or less okay. Now we're talking about as adults.
Yeah, come back.
I mean, we'll come back, but I do have my list of like people that I would want to. I always say I just want to hang out with and have like dinner with.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
if
just conversation,
If
sit,
you
talk.
could pick a couple celebrities to have dinner with,
Yeah.
I have my 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'll reveal them at the end.
Okay.
Well, think about that.
Yeah. That's fine.
But like, it's so much different too. Like now, you think of like, I want to hang out with people that like I think I would vibe with and
Yeah.
laugh with.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just have a good
or
time.
learn from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's kind of my criteria. But it's like it's so funny when you're a kid. You're just like, it's like I want to hang out with Mario Lemieux.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm like 12.
Yeah.
Or you have no reason why I like Kathy Ireland. I have no idea. You know what I mean? I mean, I know
You
why.
know why.
She's gorgeous.
You're a young adolescent boy. I mean, that's all that you were
I
looking
see
for.
glistening curves in Sports Illustrated.
My first recollection of having that moment of just like, what is happening right now? Like, why do I feel this certain way?
That's
like,
what Heather Locklear. I was like, why is my
why am I feeling?
Why is my chest flutter?
Yeah, why am I feel real warm right now? And it was Catherine Bach.
Oh,
it was Daisy Duke, man.
I know.
I mean,
So beautiful.
it was everybody's. I mean,
course.
at that generation. I mean, that's, and I just, and listen, I'm watching on a 13-inch black and white.
Catherine Bach she came right before Heather Locklear and Heather Thomas.
My dad, in a moment of being like really cool about being a parent, took me and my brother to the car show to meet Catherine Bach.
How old were you?
I was small, man.
Oh yeah.
But I remember this is funny.
Just seeing this beautiful woman and you're like, she's special.
I was more excited because I didn't know that R2D2 and C3PO were there.
Oh,
and that was that
snap.
like everything got put into perspective. I'm like, oh yeah, that lady over there that just smiles.
Yeah.
But there's R2D2. Can I go touch him?
I
was allowed to touch R2D2. We weren't allowed to
So
touch
rad.
Catherine Bach.
Yeah, no. There's a sign. There's a sign.
Yeah.
No touching of Catherine Bach.
No touching of
Keep
Catherine
hands
Bach.
to yourself.
Yeah.
Speaking of, here's another one. Princess Leia. A lot of friends that I grew up with were obsessed with Princess Leia. Well, then you talk about her Jabba the Hutt outfit.
Yeah, Return of the Jedi.
Her
kinda
metal
did her
bikini thing.
Yeah.
And
I never had a thing.
well, here's my thing.
I never looked at her that way. I think I looked at her, and it's kind of funny. I looked at her and said, "God damn it, look at this woman kicking ass." And
Yeah,
I had
I
a
like
hard
that
time
too.
looking at her from a
I never like that pinup kind of girl.
yeah.
I agree because some of my friends are like, "Yeah, man,"
No.
because they always say slave Leia.
I mean, she's beautiful.
She's gorgeous,
beautiful woman.
But I saw her as that. I saw her almost like Luke did.
as a
Like,
sister,
I was like, she's a kick-ass sister.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, yeah. And I remember at a young age even seeing her like as slave Leia, as like Jabba's slave, and thinking like, oh, look what he did to her.
Oh, right.
Right. I remember since a young age, like, oh, he's making her sit around in a bathing suit. For some reason, I knew that was wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And she chokes him out with the chain.
Yeah, and then I was like,
yeah, that's.
By the way,
that's what Leia
strong
does.
move.
That's a strong
Damn
move.
right.
She
That was
knew what
dope.
was up.
Yeah, I've always been, I don't know what the word to say, like excited by, but like strong women. You know, maybe the Heather Locklear kicking ass. Like I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I've always loved that.
Yeah.
You know, and we're not trying to win like points or anything. This is
No,
yeah, we're not like
no, not at all. No.
I'm trying to think too. Like I loved Ferris Bueller. I saw that when I was like 9, 10, and I was like, I want him to be my big brother.
Oh yeah,
Like I want him to be my big brother.
Yeah, he was the coolest. That character in itself, and I guess that's the thing. You sit there and we look at a lot of that stuff.
Right.
It was just like who they were as a character that
Right.
influenced us and made us want to be them. And as a kid, you're so influenced. There was this great commercial on the other day I seen for these shoes for kids. All right, and these shoes are being promoted to help you jump higher. Now they're kid shoes. They're
Okay.
They're marketed towards Luke. Okay, and Becca.
Yeah.
And it's a tennis shoe. It's a non-brand. It's not a Nike. It's not a Reebok. Holler at your boy, whatever you want to do. But they promote that they're going to make you jump higher. And I looked at my wife and I go, that is hilarious. Because when I was a kid, they came out with, I think they were called Zips. These shoes, they were called Zips.
Oh,
And the
yeah, I remember. I know what you're talking about.
The commercial was that they would make you run faster. So I was probably like, I was young, man. I was like 5, 6 years old.
Right.
And I had to have these Zips. And Mom took me to Kmart, and Mom bought me these Zips.
Right.
They were at Kmart. That's where you got your shoes.
Yeah, dude.
I got home, went outside, came back in 3 minutes later, took them off, threw them across the living room, and said they don't work. Because they didn't make me run any faster.
Jason! That's so funny.
When I see this commercial 2 days ago, I looked at Melissa and I told her that story. I go, you're so influential. You're just like, I'm going to go jump higher. I'm going to be able to jump, Mom, with
crazy.
these shoes. And then parents, we go out and we buy these shoes because they're influenced because of what they're put in front of them, you know?
It's so funny. I didn't even think about that. Like, I remember I wanted BK Lights. That's where I was at when I was like 10.
Wow.
BK Lights.
Yeah.
And my mom got me light up shoes from like Hills, like generic ones.
Yeah,
And
I know.
Dude, I'd never had name brand ever. I asked for a starter jacket. My mom got me a Logo 7.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I was
the same as you. I didn't understand that stuff existed.
We got it.
Until
we got
in.
stopped. This is a whole new this is a whole episode.
But I didn't understand, and that's funny because I just had this conversation this weekend because I just had my 25th class reunion, and I talked with my best friend from back then about that because I remember when I first met him, he was the guy that had the Nike. He had everything. I mean, his parents owned the dry cleaner in our town. They had money, and I didn't know anything about
By the way,
this.
let's just recap what he just said.
Yeah.
That kid's family owned the dry cleaner in town.
They had money. But I remember because we didn't even, coming from where we came from, I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh,
like
right.
we wore shoes from Kmart.
Oh, absolutely.
Like I didn't know that
Absolutely.
there was a status that came along with what I had on my feet.
Well, too, like I mean,
and that messed with me for forever.
Oh, I grew
It's
up in a neighborhood.
still important to me.
I grew up in a
So
neighborhood
dumb.
where if you didn't have Jordans or like, I mean, dude, like you were a dork. Like I was like, oh, I need.
But I think
step
that
my
goes
shoe
in
game
exactly with what we're saying of just the influence in the celebrity.
up. Right.
And how it's people talk today that people are so influenced and so overwhelmed by celebrity.
I know
that
we people want to buy a purse. You gotta buy,
but it's no different.
You know,
it hasn't changed.
Style, everything.
We talk so much. Again, I'm gonna go dad on you a minute here.
Yeah, throw it down.
We talk so much about this is what these kids are doing now is ridiculous.
Right.
We didn't have this stuff. We didn't do this. We absolutely did.
Right.
It just wasn't available and out for everybody to see. You know, it's in comparison of music. You know, the music these kids listen to today. My dad was saying that about the music I was listening to. His dad was saying that about the music he listened to.
Yeah, we complain about Chief Keef.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the same thing. I mean, the vulgarity in music today. Listen, stuff I was listening to. Listen,
Right.
go listen. Go revisit.
it's the same thing.
Go revisit BBD. Let me run a lyric by you.
I know.
Backstage, underage, adolescent. How you living? And then he had sex with her backstage. That's a song that we listened to and we thought was cool.
Yeah.
And now we're
I don't remember those lyrics.
Oh, that just happened. That's a real lyric. Go look that up.
Oh no, I know now.
I harmonized that shit. You heard it. But what my point is, celebrity obsession is no different from when we were kids to now. But what is different is there are celebrity and famous for being famous.
I know, it's crazy.
And that's different. That's different.
Right.
We don't if you're listening, you're like, oh no, don't you remember back in '92, so and so was just so and so.
They did something.
They were either
they
were either an actress
look
or
at
they
everybody
were
that showed up in Tiger Beat. They were either, you know,
Tiger
you remember,
Beat.
Tiger Beat is still a thing, I believe.
Really?
I think you can still buy Tiger Beat. They still got probably Harry Styles in Tiger Beat.
Wow.
No,
who
Tiger,
was awesome in Dunkirk, by the way.
Yeah, actually he was.
Back
really
to
good.
movies.
Good for him.
Yeah. It was really good.
And we
Did
did
well.
review Dunkirk on Handle the Truth. You can go check that out.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like you would see, you know, Tiger Beat was a thing. Like, I mean, I saw it a couple years ago.
That's where you got your posters to put on your wall of Kirk Cameron.
Yeah, absolutely. But at least all those people, you think, oh, well, what about Corey Feldman? Oh, no, he was an actor.
He was an actor.
And he was actually a pretty good actor for quite a while.
Oh, yeah.
Corey Haim. Like, they were funny child actors.
Yeah.
Scott Baio.
The Corys.
Yeah, the Corys, bro. I mean, they were a thing. Then you pop up with, you know, and I can get real nostalgic. You know, there were people famous for being famous. But then, you know, you think of first was... Well, there was some there was that because I forget her name. That's why I didn't bring her up, Jason. But thanks a lot.
Threw you out under the bus. We usually do better with that.
Yeah, I know. No, it was the chick that drives a pink Corvette around Hollywood. She was like one of the first, you know, famous for being famous chicks.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Not Paris Hilton.
No. But Paris Hilton was one of the first people that kind of, you know, her and Nicole Richie were famous kids.
Yeah.
They were millionaires' kids.
Yeah.
That's basically how that happened, you know? And they were some of the first people. I mean, the Kardashians should thank Paris Hilton for showing them the way.
Yeah.
Because she was just like, I'm just a rich girl who parties, and now I got TV shows and movies.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember she was in the House of Wax remake, and she was hot garbage. She was not a good actress.
Yeah.
You know,
they had their reality TV
Right.
show that they did, her and Nicole Richie and all that. Yeah.
I mean, sure. But then it's like, you know, there wasn't people like that. You know, we looked at people, there was source material that we drew from.
True.
That was like, oh, you know, our favorite, you know, celebrity is in a movie. Even though it's garbage, we would love it, you know.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Hey, real quick, let's take a quick break. We're going to come back and we're gonna
What was it? Top 3
celebrities we want to have dinner with. This is as adults.
dinner and a cocktail.
Ooh,
Just sitting down having a sip.
Adding alcohol. Be careful.
A little sipper.
Real quick, shout out to special thanks. See ya. Hey guys, real quick special thanks to the Laughable app. If you guys have a Apple iOS iPhone, it's not on Android yet, but it will be coming on Android. Go to the Laughable app on your iPhone, download it. What it is, it's a entire app for comedy podcasts. You can find all your favorite comedians, all your favorite podcasts on there. You could also search for me, Aaron Kleiber, find my podcast, subscribe, please, and that'll help me out on the Laughable app. And do that with all your favorite comedians, people like Bert Kreischer, people like Bill Burr. All of those podcasts, you can get all your comedy podcasts in one place. And what's cool, you can even, it's pretty dope, if you look up my name, and like I said, you can subscribe to my, podcast on that app. You can also find out every podcast I've been on as a guest that wasn't my own, which is pretty rad because you can find that for any other comedian, what podcast they were on. It's pretty cool. You don't have to really search that hard. So go and download the Laughable app or check out more at laughable.com. I'm happy that I'm part of Laughable. That's pretty dope, and it's probably the coolest podcast app. So, do that. Thank you. Boom. Thank you. Special thanks, friends. So here's how we're gonna lay it down. I think I have my 3.
Yeah.
Might be surprising. Little grown man.
Do we have to throw out Timberlake because we already said Timberlake, so he's out of the top 3?
Oh, he is one of mine.
Yeah, he's mine too.
I think we can come.
Just keep the 3. Keep him in the 3.
We can collectively.
Yeah,
that we both. It's Justin.
And
Timberlake.
is this from history? Like that are alive?
No,
this be alive.
This is someone that I'm trying to propel my career so I can get in a room with them and actually have dinner with them. No, it's still a thing.
This is living. Okay, so living.
I'm trying to do
don't
this.
Drop. I want to hang out with Abraham Lincoln. Think it was no,
shut
that's
up.
dumb.
Shut up.
You're
dumb.
Shut up. We're gonna go and sit down and have sushi.
Right.
With these 3 people.
And if you listen, and real quick, if you guys have your 3, go on our Facebook page. We have a Grown Dad Business Facebook page that I don't touch usually. I forget about it sometimes. But my Aaron Kleiber page, I post on there. Jason's Facebook page, whatever. Mm-hmm. Tell us your 3 and why. And don't be like, I want to hang out with so-and-so because she's hot. Like, you're dumb.
That's
you're
dumb.
dumb. You're boring.
We're
You're boring.
We're going to revoke your subscription
boring.
to our podcast
You're boring.
at that point.
We like women, okay?
What's that? Yes.
I'm just saying, but
Yeah.
that's boring.
No.
Like, we get it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of attractive human beings on the planet.
And be prepared to be disappointed. So anyways.
Yeah, I know, right? But real quick, tell us what you think. I want to hear your, childhood celebrity crushes, your childhood celebrity favorites. Like, I love when people like, oh, I gotta remember one of our friend Kurt Wooten, who's Pittsburgh dad. I think he was saying like he would dress up as an outfit. Like he would dress up like from somebody from a movie because he was obsessed with him.
Oh, wow.
I can't remember who it was. I gotta ask him. I'll tell you next week.
Oh, wow.
But like, there's friends of mine that were like obsessed with people like, little white kids walking around dressing like Michael Jackson for like a year straight. Yeah. Didn't you say you had a jacket?
I had the jacket, the glove. That came up at my reunion. Someone just said, Jason, you remember when you used to wear the Michael Jackson jacket and the glove?
Oh, my God. So funny.
I was like in third grade.
How
I think,
funny
third
is
or
that,
fourth
dude?
grade.
That's what I'm talking
I had
about.
I had the red zipper jacket.
We want to hear that. We want to laugh about that. Post it. And then also rate and review the podcast, guys. Please subscribe, share on iTunes, share on Facebook. Thanks so much. We're getting new listeners every week, which is so fun. And it's really just 2 dads
interact
giggling.
with us.
Yeah.
Let's have some fun.
On the Twitters.
Hector always hits us up. Dude, Hector's always jamming on that.
Yeah, dude. I love it.
Dude, right there.
It's always fun when I go and perform in different cities, and then 2 people are like, hey, man, your podcast is funny. You guys.
Yeah.
We want people to hang out with us.
Yeah, who wants
That's
to be
what we want.
I'll be in your top 3.
I want to be in your top 3, guys.
We'll go eat sushi.
Yeah.
Drink sake and get crazy. Like we'll get a permission from our wives to go out for a night.
What are you talking about?
What are you doing?
I don't need that.
No, I do.
I mean, okay.
I share it with her. I just don't run amok.
Yeah, no, I just don't run
We
wild.
talk about it.
If you're listening this week and you happen to be from Sarasota, Florida, I'm performing at McCurdy's.
I'm not.
Comedy theater all week. And then August 19th, I'm not. Damn, Jason.
Just saying, I ain't making that.
I ain't doing shit.
I ain't
this
making
week.
that trip. I'm cleaning out a basement of a comedy theater downtown Pittsburgh. You want to come holler at your boy?
Speaking of cleaning out the comedy theater, August 19th is our last stand-up get-down comedy game show at Arcade Comedy Theater, 10 p.m., August 19th, an all-star lineup.
Please understand what he's saying. We're no longer going to be in this theater.
No.
We will move to the new Arcade Comedy Theater.
That's right.
It's like, oh, shit.
The
What
new
happened to
stand-up
them?
get-down will debut in October.
In October.
We'll take a month off. We're
We'll
closing.
take a month off because we won't have the theater.
Yeah.
And it's our 1 year anniversary of doing the show together.
It's going to be a lot of fun. 1 year anniversary of Jason and I hosting the stand-up get-down on the 19th.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're into comedy in Wisconsin, I'll be at Skyline Comedy Club in Appleton. And
When's that?
that's August 24th through the 26th, Jason. And then September 8 and 9, I'll be at Drop Comedy Club in South Bend, Indiana. And then, September, Oklahoma City, Little Rock, Arkansas, blah, 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 Louisville, Erie. I'm doing all kinds of things. And then if you're going on a Norwegian cruise, holler at your boy there.
I'm not going to be there.
Yeah, Jason, I know.
Why
are you so... Buddy, you can go.
I'm building a theater.
I know.
I got things to do.
I got to pay my bills.
I know.
All right. Here we go. We agree on Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
Just because, here's the thing. Here's why, because people are like, we talking about Justin Timberlake. Look, man, Justin Timberlake is super talented.
Yeah.
Okay? He's super talented. He's great at what he does. Okay? He really is a super talent. He's funny. He's super funny.
Yeah.
He's a good actor.
And then on top of it, and then he's like a scratch golfer. Like he's an incredible basketball player.
Right.
He's like, dude, what? Like, where? What are your parents doing? Like, how the did you get the total package?
It's almost like that you created a best friend like Weird Science style.
Oh my God, you're so right.
Right?
It's like I took a Ken doll and stuck it in a bathroom and put some electrodes on it. And
He's
I'm
gonna like Beastie Boys, and he's gonna like comedy, and he's gonna like Saturday Night Live, and he's gonna like
he can drain the three.
He's gonna love '90s R&B. He's a fun basketball team player,
Poof.
and then it's like boop beep boop boop beep boop boop. Hi, I'm your best friend. My name is Justin, and I'm like, we made a best friend.
High five.
That's gonna. By the way, I'm copywriting that. When I meet Justin and we become friends, I'm gonna make that as a sketch video that we created Justin Timberlake as the perfect best friend. That's gonna be my sketch video. It's gonna be like Weird Science style.
Don't steal it.
But instead of bras, we're gonna have jock straps on our heads. That's what we're gonna.
Such a good movie.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
so fun.
It doesn't hold up PC's wise.
No, PC wise, it's horrible. It's a horrible
Bill Paxton.
Movie. Oh yeah,
Bill Paxton.
Chet.
Fucking Chet.
Makes him into a big pile of shit. So stupid.
We're so stupid.
I remember being kind of freaked out and scared by the biker guys.
Oh yeah, dude.
Dude, that kind of creeped me out.
Those guys always play those crazy.
But then it was
characters.
Oh yeah, hills have eyes. Yeah.
All right. Okay, you do one. You got two more.
Right. Timberlake's gone. He's
Okay.
off the table. So
With that, we
have
agree.
that.
We agree.
And unfortunately, this seems so easy and so cookie cutter, but it's packaged together.
What?
I love Jimmy Fallon.
You know, I would just assume if I'm best friends with Justin Timberlake,
so
I don't have to use Fallon as a pick
because he's going to be there.
Because he'll be there. Oh. If Justin Timberlake's my best friend,
then you're getting.
I'll meet Fallon. See what I'm saying? See how I work? I got a twofer out of
so
there.
I'm going to have to throw that away.
And I don't understand how people are like, Fallon, blah, blah, blah. They always talk about him laughing, but no, he's hilarious.
So I already threw my other one out there already in the first half of the podcast.
What's that?
It's Tina Fey.
Oh, good pick.
Yeah,
good
Tina
pick.
Fey. I would love it. And along with Tina Fey comes Amy Poehler.
Right.
I just have this vision that they're together and we're just hanging out
Boom.
and we're drinking.
That's your twofer.
That's my twofer.
Nice
You
know
what
call.
I mean? I get a twofer.
That's a good one.
I find her to be
since you're my best friend, I'll meet Tina Fey and Amy Poehler.
We're doubling up.
Guys, we're just creating this amazing dinner party.
An amazing team of just imagine this table. We're gonna paint this
it.
like the Last Supper.
This is
it's
the
gonna
Last
be
Supper
our
of-
dad. It's gonna be our dad's dinner with our favorite celebrities that we want to be best friends with. But yeah, Tina Fey, I find to be I believe to be incredibly smart and somebody that I would love to be able to sit down and just talk about a myriad of things.
Right, you're absolutely right.
I said myriad.
Yeah, no, good for you. That has a
buddy.
Y in it. If you don't know how to spell myriad, myriad
Yep.
or myriad.
So I've got Timberlake, Fallon coupled. I've got Tina Fey, Amy Poehler coupled.
I like how you're stacking.
Yeah.
I like how you're stacking.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to hit you with this. I got another stack one. Matter of fact, all of them are stacked because if I'm best friends with these people, I meet multiple people. My number 2 is Bill Murray. Bill Murray, you've heard all these stories how he just likes to hang out, do
Yeah.
karaoke,
Yeah.
hang out at the bar, pour tequila for everybody. That's a real story from South by Southwest a couple years. That Bill Murray just stood behind the bar, and no matter what anybody ordered, he poured them a tequila. And then he paid them thousands of dollars for all the tequila he poured. How cool is that?
That is cool.
He just started bartending.
That is
Bill
cool.
Murray, I just want to hang out with him because I think he's a guy that doesn't take himself seriously. He just likes to have a good time.
Right.
You know, he'll teach you how to golf. He wrote a book on golf.
Yeah.
You know, I think that he's such a great comedic actor that I would just love to sit and learn from him and hang out with him and laugh with him and do silly things. And then, boom, I get to meet Dan Aykroyd. You know?
Yeah.
I get to meet other people. Harold Ramis is gone, but, you know.
Yeah, you're not gonna have that.
So that's my that's the other one. That's who I'd like to have dinner with. So I got Timberlake and Bill Murray, Osmosis.
Yep.
Who's your third, Jason?
Here's my third and final one.
Okay.
And I don't want to be all comedy. So I'm gonna come out.
I'm not going all comedy either.
So my last
we
one.
went music kind of.
Mine.
Timberlake.
Yeah. You could go there.
Okay.
And then my last one is James Hetfield from Metallica.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I think his story is amazing
That's
to think
cool.
about how he came up and how his childhood influenced who he became. And then for him
Wow.
to go from this shy frontman of a band to being one of the most powerful men in metal. And just, I've always been a big
I love when Jason
I'm a
says
huge-
things like most powerful men in metal.
He is.
When Jason says
Yeah.
stuff like that, I know he's serious.
He becomes, to go from just, imagine that how
you know
that
what
becomes.
too is that's interesting because my third pick kind of touches on that too. It's more of like something that's inspiring.
Yeah.
Someone that's as like a story, and that's a good one, man.
Yeah,
that's
If you understand, if you looked at the story of him and how the whole band became, and then you see the struggles that he went through in battling alcoholism and almost losing everything as far as his band because he just had to step away because he was losing his family,
Right.
and then to be able to come back and now they're still crushing after all this time.
Right.
I mean, to see a live concert, to see someone live and see that someone that gets it and
Yeah.
can do it, that band live. Yeah, so he's my third.
Well, that's a good one because I kind of the same thing for my third. My third one and final, so our final pick, is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Because not only after I read his autobiography, you can say what you will about Arnold. Oh, he had a baby with his maid. Okay, people got problems. Nobody's perfect, okay? Jason, I just want to address something that people would drop on.
I think people think that too much that their people are perfect, and they're
I do.
not.
I
They're
agree.
flawed
I
characters.
agree.
How many people? Again, I'm sorry. I'm going to get back to you in a second. You have met a lot of people that you've probably idolized or looked up to and worked with.
Absolutely, sure.
Over the career that you've built.
Sure.
And there's probably a couple, without naming any, that you walked away and went, "Damn it, I'm a little disappointed."
I mean, sure.
A little bit.
Couple people that
Yeah.
I grew up idolizing that I've worked with, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
they're a little nuts.
Yeah. But back to you.
I'm thinking of one in particular.
Yeah, and we're not.
But I love
we're
him.
not
I love
here to,
him.
Yeah, we're not
No,
here
no,
to
no.
name names, but
no,
that's real.
But the thing with Arnold is, as a man, as a businessman, this guy became 3 different things.
Yeah.
If you think about it,
Oh, the
and that's
story,
how
yeah.
his autobiography is broken into. His upbringing of living in Austria, being in the army. I mean, becoming the world's best bodybuilder and considered the best bodybuilder of all time.
Then transforms into
The biggest action star.
the biggest box office star.
biggest actor of all time.
Yeah, don't even take action.
Then
box office.
He becomes a pretty successful governor
Yeah.
of
He did okay, I
of
guess.
California.
He did okay, I guess. I don't know.
When you look at someone like that for me as a businessman, as a man, as an entertainer, going through his autobiography, I was like, this dude is the real deal.
Yeah.
I just saw him, and this what brings me to my osmosis factor. I just saw him at he had his 70th birthday. And he was doing dances with Sly Stallone and Tom Arnold, which I'm 1 degree away from Arnold, actually.
Yeah.
Because I've worked with Tom Arnold a few times, and I kind of want to just be like, hey, man, you want to hang out in L.A. and go over your friend Arnie's house? It's one of those things where I'm just like, I'm only friends with Tom Arnold to be friends with Arnold. Is that bad?
That's it.
No, it's totally
So funny.
a covert move.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I just and then the osmosis factor. I mean, look at who Arnold knows. I mean, God's sakes. I mean, I could meet everybody in Expendables 3. You know what I mean? But no,
Helen
I would love to have a life conversation with Arnold, honestly.
Yeah.
I think a life conversation with Justin and Bill Murray and Arnold would be 3 similar but very different conversations, because I think it's people who have, built their success in a certain way with a certain type of character too, that I just love, and I think it's pretty awesome.
Good times.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
They were good.
That was fun.
It was fun. I had fun.
I need some coffee.
It's a beautiful day.
It is.
Yeah, we did this in the morning.
We did.
It's a little switch up.
I need another cup
Just
of coffee,
after breakfast.
Guys. Hey, you guys are the best.
You are. We've
been getting a lot of good listeners.
It's
I'm
been
so
great.
excited.
Yeah.
What do we say? Rate,
been
review,
fun.
subscribe, and share.
Sure. Do all
Hey,
that.
one day you could be on somebody's list. I would
Yeah.
want to be on somebody's list, and I just always tell people, be kind and be funny.
That's it. Be
I'm
nice
gonna have that shirt. I'm gonna have it on a rubber bracelet, like
Be
Live
ni-
Strong.
Arms.
Live strong, like a
Live
be
strong,
kind to be funny.
be kind, be funny.
Would you buy that bracelet?
BCBF. No,
Sounds-
BK.
What? Is that? Did you just,
I always said a good
Are you selling
spell.
Burger King right now?
I always said good spell.
Did you say BK Broilers?
I did say, ooh.
Ooh. Jason was like, I'm getting a bracelet that says BK Broilers on it.
BKBF. What's that mean?
Uh,
Burger King's best friend. I like onion rings.
Ooh, with that sauce.
You know what?
You try the onion rings with the sauce?
Dude.
You know what I'm talking
Who
about?
else does onion rings?
What are you
In a
talking
fast
about?
food spot.
Nobody.
Nobody, just Burger
With
King.
that sauce?
Yeah.
What's that little spicy?
Sure.
What?
Put them on a goddamn Whopper. I don't care.
We've gone too far.
No, yeah, it's over.
It's over.
Son of a bitch.